Hey, this is Lance from 20-Sided Night, and today we're going over how to create a character in Starfinder. Yeah, before we begin, I just want to say congratulations to Blue Collar 530. You are the winner of the December 2018 giveaway. Send me an email to 20sidednight@gmail.com whenever you want to claim these Dungeons & Dragons Spell Effect Minis, Arcane Focus and Divine Might. They're pretty cool. Send us an email to 20sidednight@gmail.com so we can get the ball rolling on sending these out to you. Ooh. Just so, yeah. All right. If you want to be a winner for next time, just remember to comment, share, and subscribe for your chance to win. There's a few basic supplies that you'll need to start making a character in Starfinder. First is going to be some sort of copy of the Starfinder core rulebook, whether you buy yours from Haster Games on State Street.
Recommended.
Yeah, look at that. Or if you're getting the PDF version from Paizo's website, PDF is a little bit less expensive. By a lot, actually, but you know, it's something special about having a physical copy in your hand. You know,
yeah.
You can also buy it from your local gaming store. It shouldn't be. It's like $50, but it's a bargain. It's basically the DMG and Player's Handbook rolled into one.
Yeah. Or if you're just a real trash person, like the kind of person that leaves their babies in a car on a hot summer day, I guess you could pirate it also, but.
Don't pirate books. Don't pirate books. Bookman will slit your throat in your sleep.
Yeah.
And I'll pay him for it. But without going too much into that, also some sort of version of the Starfinder character sheet, whether it be a modified version that you made yourself or a friend did, the PDF again, or you can print this out for free by downloading it from Paizo's website. Some of the PDFs that are out there, they're pretty good. They're form fillable. And just aside from that, basic office supplies like a pen and some paper and some erasers. That's really about all that you need. A miniature is also nice to have.
Yeah.
I know that Starfinder's line just came out with some actual iconic minis for them.
Yeah, I got some for Christmas. It's actually pretty rad.
Nice, dude. Those are just the main materials that you'll need. Next is going to be to come up with a character concept. This is basically what your character is and is all about. How Green Lantern would more be, say, a technomancer. And here, he has some blast powers. Some of his things could be seen as sort of magical because of high technology he is. Insert line from Thor here.
Yeah, one thing I always like to do is, so when you are making your character concept, I like to always choose, the race, the class, kind of their background, what they're about, and also when I'm making the character, I want to keep in mind what they're going to get in the next few levels, so what they're going to be.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way to think ahead.
If they live that long.
Yeah, sometimes they don't. You gain your starting ability points by 3 different ways. You can either do point buy, one of the standard arrays, or good old rolling for stats. Rolling for stats is simple. Roll 46s, drop the lowest number, and there you go. No stat cubes.
Yeah, no, first edition.
Or if you're risky, roll 1d20 for each stat straight down the line. Another way that you can get stats is that you can take the split, versatile, or focused arrays that it gives you. Split basically picks 2 or so things to be moderately good at, and then the rest of them are sort of average to lower average. Focused is my favorite of these. You can really master one thing by getting an 18 in one of your skills, 14 in another, an 11, and 3 10s, just to make sure that you're really focused on one good thing if party composition is a big deal in your group. But that's totally up to you and your playstyle. But after you determine where your sort of things are going to go, but keep in mind that whatever class you choose and the theme you choose, those will give you additional bonuses down the line.
You're going to want to choose your raw stats first, however you go ahead and select them, and then you'll want to add any modifiers based on your class, your race, and your theme.
So your hit points at level 1, they're determined by your race and your class, and also adding to your constitution modifier. After that, it's just determined by your con modifier plus your class.
Yeah, and then to calculate your resolve points, what you're going to do is you're going to take half of your level with a minimum of 1, and then you're going to add your key ability modifier score. So for example, for our character, she's a soldier, but we chose that her ability score modifier was going to be dexterity. So for example, she's going to have 5 resolve points because, minimum of 1 plus 4, even I can figure that out, that's 5.
Well, we chose a soldier. We were going to make a level 1 character, and we know that we want to make a Vesk because her being a soldier, we do want to be really hale and hearty, and the Veskirium, it does have some mysteriousness to it, so we want to be able to have her background lean to that. Why did she decide to be a soldier? Well, why did she decide to start fighting for money or for fame? Could it be because she was kicked out? She may have not come from very good beginnings, but she has dreams of grandeur, or so on. So we made her there. Her trips and travels along the way, and tribulations as well as her travels, I'm not sure what travel is, have brought her into the theme of an outlaw. With outlaw, it does give her a +1 to her dexterity bonus, which is great because we did choose that as her primary ability modifier for her being a soldier, as well as it will help her both in her determining her armor class, which we'll get into in a bit, and her accuracy with weapons, especially long arms, ranged weapons. They do go off of dexterity, so the accuracy does. So that's good fits for that. And outlaws, they also do get a bonus to intimidate. So that helps her out in her role-playing based dealings with other people. Maybe she's in the background growling or snarling or saying, hey, I'm going to peel you in half, or please do this for me. But she's like a really big lizard.
Spooky, yeah.
Yeah, a really big and spooky lizard full of guns and whatnot. So that could be kind of scary to look at.
And so the next thing you're going to want to go ahead and calculate is your skill points. So how skill points work is you can't add more ranks to your skill than you have a level in that class, but you do also get certain things like you do have class bonuses, and if you, for a skill that is a class skill, you do automatically get a +3 to that, which is nice. So for her acrobatics, she's going to get a +8. Her athletics, she's going to get a +5. So for engineering, she is going to get +2, and even though it is a class skill and she is getting a +3, she's not the sharpest tool in the shed, to quote our lords and saviors. So she's going to get a -1. So, if you do some math, it's going to be a +2. For intimidate, she's going to get a +4. For medicine, she's going to get a +2, because again, not the sharpest tool in the shed. For piloting, she's going to get a +7. So maybe she's been boosting spaceships or something. And for her profession bonus, just because we figured she might be like a bouncer or something like that, so we're going to add her charisma modifier, so it's going to be just +3. Sleight of hand, 7. She's an outlaw, she's got sticky fingers. And for survival, she's going to get +3. Next thing you want to take into account is whatever racial bonuses she gets.
That's right, all the races, they do have their boons and banes to them. For a Vesk, while they do get their standard, +2 to strength, -2 to intelligence, and it's a 6 to the hit points, they get armor savant, fearless, low light vision, and natural weapons, which can help them out, say if they ever lose their weapons, or this is really good for sort of a hunter and sort of thing. It really plays well to the dexterous, stalker of the night like character, or a tireless bodyguard that is really difficult to get the drop on.
Yeah, or maybe they're just like a crackhead with trash lady fingernails, so they'll scratch you real good.
Yeah, they're freaking dangerous too.
Yeah, I don't want to see crackhead. They have nothing to lose. Oh no!
Oh yeah!
The next thing you're going to want to take a look at and make sure that you have down is their feats. Every class, they do get at least one feat starting at level 1. Unless you're human race best race, you get 2 feats.
Yeah, and so the feat that we went with for our Vesk soldier, our Vesk outlaw, former bouncer lady, was weapon focus for long arms. Mainly because we did want to give her the edge in battle and combat.
The next thing you want to do is, of course, it doesn't matter how good she is at shooting a gun. If she doesn't have a gun, doesn't matter. So for buying equipment, in the rulebook it says that you get 1,000 credits to go ahead and buy your weapon. But, even the book admits this is a little limiting. So, for example, if you are a wizard or a class that doesn't rely so heavily on weapons and equipment, it's not that big of a deal. Because, I got this little space gun, space pistol, but I also got magic, or I'm really good at sneaking, or I can hack stuff, so it doesn't matter that much. So one thing that you could do is you could go ahead, talk to your DM, and say, hey, so I'm a soldier, I've been traveling around. It wouldn't make sense for her just to be doing all these crazy space adventures with just, yield space 9mm and a t-shirt. So if you go to them, make a case for it and be reasonable with it. Like, hey, so can she have basic body armor and just the lowest level sort of assault rifle you can get for her? Worst they can do is say no, and then you're stuck with yield space 9mm.
But don't fret. With just 1,000 credits that it gives you, I was able to purchase a suit of heavy armor, being Gem Forged Plating Mark 1, and Azimuth Artillery Laser, and a 1 frag grenade with also 40 credits to spare. That's good to take care of things like, say, if you need lodging or bus fare for your adventures, such as in what's going on in our current game.
Except we have a bus pass.
Yeah, you guys get a bus pass. Or say things like a bus pass, rations, or food, things like that. If you don't have a total edgelord background where your family died and your house is set on fire and
you're an orphan,
and you've been credit card frauded, you could also possibly, it would be feasible to say, if you are from a certain planet, say you live at one of the levels of Absalom Station, or you live on some neighborhood in some settled district of Atcon, something like that. So edgelords, you're not that great because you're letting yourself have your butt hanging out most of the time when you're saying everything I know is dead and gone. So
yeah, because if you're after a hard day of venturing at Absalom Station, it would be nice to be able to go home to your family and your mom, your big lizard mom is there. She's like, "Hi, honey, how was work?" And you're like, "Oh, I got shot, Mom." She's like, "Oh, it's like you never learned how to guard. Here's some spaghetti."
Yes, so also consider your background, like not your theme, but your background in all aspects of character creation, because it may seem very, benign later on to say, yeah, my family's still alive and they love me very much, but it could help you out later down the line. It could also give your DM some good role-playing activities, such as, oh, your family's still alive, are they? Or something like that.
Or maybe if there's someone who is trying to be like a more good character and they're making some more questionable decisions, maybe throwing some old yield mom guilt, where it's like your mom's like, "Honey, I saw you on the news. What's going on? I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad at myself." Got to fill in those small things, including what your KAC and your EAC is. Really quick, your KAC is your kinetic armor class, so if like a bullet's hitting you or someone's punching you, it's KAC. EAC is energy if someone's hitting you with a laser or magic beam. That's EAC. Also, one thing you also want to take into account is your bulk, just how much you're carrying. One bulk is about 5 to 10 pounds, and you can easily carry as many bulks as half of your strength score. So, for example, she has a strength of 12, so she can easily carry 6 bulk. For other items, if they have an L next to the weight description, that means that if they have 10 of those items, it equals 1 bulk. And then the next thing is negligible bulk, which it would be something like if you had like grains of rice for some reason, or UPBs, because it is important to keep track of your bulk, because for example, your bullets, everything you have is going to weigh down, and you may think, oh well, I play Call of Duty, you can carry like 1,000,000 bullets or whatever, but this is 509mm rounds, so this is about what?
That's
1 bulk?
Yeah, it's probably 10 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah, so imagine.
I'm gonna say that's more than 1 bulk. It's probably 1 bulk. Yeah, it's probably 1 bulk.
Yeah, so imagine carrying this around along with all your other stuff. Weight matters.
And so just the exact breakdown of it is, consider just a general theme of what you want to do, and think of what class will best fit that. And then think of what race and what theme bonuses would best fit your character. And after you have those things in mind, put those to the side and determine how you're going to come up with your ability scores. Write those down on the ability score section of your character sheet. Once you're done, you'll want to plug in your theme and your racial bonuses, along with any racial abilities that you'll get, such as low light vision or what have you. And then remember, at first level, you do get a feat, so write that off as well. Also remember, just whatever other bonuses, like whatever other skills your theme gives you, is important. After determining just the crunchy numbers, it's time to plug in things that your class gives you. So there are spells on here, but that's determined again by your class. And so for our character, there's no spells. So yeah, so that about covers how to create a character in Starfinder, just the gist of it, where you want to put numbers and things like that. Thanks again for watching 20 Sided Night, and bye for now.